Nobody wants this. Welcome to the final show. You can't bribe your door on the way sky.
Ryan Gosling's Saturday Night Live monologue was absolutely hilariously interrupted by Harry Styles, and the entire bit perfectly captured what happens when two of the internet's biggest heartthrobs share the same stage. On the Saturday, March 7th episode of SNL, Gosling began his monologue by joking about the beautiful early March weather in New York City before immediately stopping and pointing to the audience. "Is that Harry Styles? What are you doing here, man?" The singer casually explained, "Well, I'm hosting next week and it's been a while, so I just wanted to watch and get a feel for it." Just sitting in the audience, totally normal, not stealing the show at all. Clearly distracted and annoyed by Styles' presence, or at least pretending to be for comedic effect, Gosling continued by promoting his new film, except in his flustered state, he initially called it Project Harry Styles instead of Project Hail Mary. The Freudian slip was perfect. In Project Hail Mary, Gosling plays a science teacher named Ryland Grace, who wakes up alone on a spaceship on a mission to save Earth by solving an interstellar mystery. "I've always liked making films about space," he said. "It's just something about them gives me perspective." As Gosling launched into what was supposed to be a deep philosophical monologue about the beauty of Earth and the vastness of space, the camera suddenly cut away from him and focused on Harry Styles sitting in the audience. Gosling noticed immediately. "I'm sorry, why are we on Harry Styles?" he said, clearly exasperated. Styles replied innocently, "I don't know, I'm just listening." Gosling, getting more frustrated, requested, "Well, could you listen less cool? Your coolness is becoming a bit of an issue." Anyway, back to the pale blue dot. This is comedy gold because it's playing on a very real dynamic. Harry Styles has this effortless cool factor that just naturally draws attention. Even when he's literally just sitting there listening, he's magnetic, and Gosling is acknowledging that while trying to keep control of his own monologue. The camera person then switched the shot from just Gosling to a split screen showing both Styles and Gosling side by side. "What's going on? I'm just trying to understand why we'd be in a split screen," Gosling complained. "Come on, guys, let's get rid of the split screen." The production crew then took him literally and switched the shot to just Harry Styles, no Gosling at all. "Not like that, you know what I meant. Come on, what's going on with camera 2? That's when the shot revealed the cameraman wearing an I Heart Harry shirt. Even the crew had been converted to Harry Styles fans. At this point, an obviously disheartened Gosling gave up on whatever he had planned. He told dancers dressed in leotards and alien heads, presumably for some elaborate space-themed number, "We're not going to do the number. Harry Styles is here, and everything is different now that Harry Styles is here." It's the defeated tone of someone who knows they've lost the battle for the audience's attention, which is hilarious because Ryan Gosling is Ryan Gosling, one of the biggest movie stars in the world. But even he can't compete with Harry Styles just existing in the room. The next part of the monologue featured Gosling attempting to sing "Sign of the Times," which is a Harry Styles song because it's featured in the Project Hail Mary trailer. The setup couldn't be more perfect or more awkward. "Oh my God, it's by Harry Styles," he said with mock horror. "Now I gotta sing it in front of him? I love this for me." The sarcasm in "I love this for me" is chef's kiss. It's the exact energy of having to perform someone's own song in front of you, knowing you're not going to do it as well as they would. This entire monologue that works on multiple levels. First, it's just funny physical comedy and great comedic timing between two megastars. Second, it's playing with the meta-awareness that both of these men have massive, devoted fan bases who would absolutely lose their minds seeing them interact. Third, it's self-aware about fame and charisma and how some people just naturally command a room. Harry Styles hosting SNL next week is a big deal. He hasn't hosted in a while, so his appearance in the audience this week was a perfect way to build anticipation, and using him to derail Ryan Gosling's monologue was genius programming.
everyone who watches this week will absolutely tune in next week to see what Harry does when it's actually his episode. For Ryan Gosling, this monologue showcased his comedy chops and his willingness to play the straight man getting increasingly flustered by an absurd situation. For Harry Styles, it was a chance to show he can hold his own doing sketch comedy even while just sitting in the audience, barely saying anything. The whole thing was perfectly executed, from the initial "is that Harry Styles" moment of recognition to the increasingly ridiculous camera work, to the cameraman's "I Heart Harry" shirt, to Gosling's defeated acceptance that he couldn't compete, to the final kicker of having to sing Harry's own song in front of him. Saturday Night Live at its best is exactly this: big stars willing to make fun of themselves and each other, clever writing that plays with audience expectations, and perfect comedic timing. Ryan Gosling and Harry Styles absolutely delivered. And now we're all counting down to next Saturday when Harry Styles actually hosts. If this is what he can do just sitting in the audience, imagine what he'll do when it's actually his episode.
As a single mom, your support means everything to me. Please subscribe for more updates and stories like this. Thank you.